There len of almost you practiced it 0, length is 0. Now I want to add the data to L1. How do I add the data to L1, students? L1 dot append of some number, L1 dot append of some value. So Amit, I'll enter. L1 dot, what do you know, append of something like 44.44. This is a date, append. Yeah, some spelling mistake, append. So done. Print the L1, print the L1, students. You print the L1 once and see that print L1, the data which is added in the same order that is added. And len of L1, that is 3 elements are there. Now I want to add some data in the, this is 0th place, first place, and then in this place I want to add the data. How I can add the data in the existing indexes? L1 dot insert of, I say, I'll write 2 comma, I'll add something like a Python. I'll write Python. Look at students, I'll say here, print of L1, I'm getting the data like this. In the second place, the data was added. Clear? Yes, this is the data what I'm having. This is the data what I'm having. Up to here it is clear. This is what I completed up to insert. Yes. Index and all those things. Shivasankar, careful ma, switch off your video. Next time if you start switch on once again, I'll keep it in the waiting room. It's up to you. Okay. Take care. Shivasankar, take care by yourself. I should not see next. Disturbing the video which is playing in the middle of the screen. Next, third function I'm going to start with. Clear function I will take it. Clear function I'm going to take it. So listen very carefully and try to understand. So the clear function is, the name itself says that what? Removes all the elements. Easy. Certain things you have to get it now. So L1 is equal to, if I take this data freshly, some 100, some name called Rosam, something like this I'm writing, and something I'm writing 45.67, some data, and next I'm writing something like, Python, and next I'm writing something like, true I'm writing. Well, and print of L1, this is the data, and the len is called what? L1, which is going to print some number of elements are 5. Now I want to clear these elements. So simple. L1 dot what? Clear. These are all the functions present in where? L1 object. List object, they are all present in. Careful students, try to understand me carefully. Now I'm going to say clear. Clear will say what? Remove all the elements. Print L1. What is the data present inside? Nothing is there, which is called empty. Len of L1 is called what? 0. Easy. So clear function will do what, guys? Come on, little bit make it faster. This function is used for removing all the elements of, today's class is very, very important. Removing all the elements of what? List. Removing all the elements of list. And next syntax, once you must understand the functionality and you must understand about syntax. List object dot, come on, clear off. Clear off you need to spell out. Clear no, clear off. That is the way of pronunciation. Spell out once, clear off, clear off. So you have to write like this. Now example part I am going to take it. Today's class is very, very important. Try to pay good attention towards the class. Fine. Under that, I'll take this data. I'll take this data as an example part here. Yes, you can take care of that data, what is visible to you. Next function I want to go for what? Remove. Very, very important. So I'm going to take a remove function, fourth function called remove. Well, look at students, what is this remove function? Take L1. Once again, take L1. Print of L1. Well, now I want to remove certain element from the list. Removing certain element from the list. How do you remove certain element from the list here, students? on the basis of the content. On the basis of what? Content I want to remove. On the basis of the content. Look at L1 dot in L1, I am removing. Remove of, I am passing 100. Do you have 100 in L1? Which is there. Since it is there, it is removed successfully. It is removed successfully. Print L1, whether it is there or not. Print L1. I am just removing again. Okay, I don't want to make you to get confused. I want to show you once again. Once again, I am showing. Print L1. Remove. Removed. Print L1, which was not there. One more time. I am trying to say 45.656. There are not there? Are? There. Removed. Removed. Print L1. Print L1, which is removed. Okay. Next I am going to say here print L1. Removed. Now I am going to say print true. Finally I am saying true. Removed. Removed. Print L1. Last part of it. Done. Now see students. This is done. I am trying to remove once again 100. Do you have 100 inside of L1? Since 100 is not there in L1, we will get an error called what? Value error. Value? Yeah, since it is not there, it is trying to remove from that value error. Listed dot remove of X is not present in. So X can be any element. X can be any element. So try to understand me. I'm going to take up this and I'll take it as an example. And finally, I'll ask one small example in the class to test your intelligence. Okay, look at that. I'm going to keep this example here. Right, done. As a last one only, I will try to adjust it. Here you need to understand. If element is not there, we'll get an error called what? Value error. So I'll write it. This function removing. One more example I want to show students. Something new I want to show you. L2 is equal to 10, 20, 10, 10, 20, 10, 30, 10, 20, 20, 10. This is my data. Duplicates are allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Very good. L1. Rajkumar, switch off. L1. So here, L2, yes. So, L2, print of what? L2. This is the data printed or not? Now see students, L2 dot what? Remove of 10. Understand one thing, there are multiple 10s are there. Which 10 is removed? Don't think that all 10s are removed. Don't think that all 10s are removed. It is a removing first occurrence. Which occurrence? First occurrence is removed. Now you will get a doubt. Sir, what about other occurrences removal? To remove the other occurrences, I am going to tell you in the very shortly. Looping concept I am going to explain. Which concept? So that will repeatedly remove the repeated element. Suppose you take first time you are removing, I will keep it in the loop. Second time if it is matching, removed. Third time matching, removed. Fourth time not matching, not removed. Fifth time matching, removed. Like that, what are all the elements are matching that are removing? That is called what? All at once removing. I am going to show in the class. Are you following me? Right. Now if I remove that, first 10 only removed, not removing the other kind of 10s. Please be ensured that. Before 20, this 10 was there, it was removed. Other 10, once again I will write it. Remove of 10. This 10 only removed, but not these 10s. Print 10, L2. This is between 10 to 30, it was removed. This indicates that example also I will paste it here. I'll say this. This is called a second level example I am giving to remove the first occurrence. I'll go for writing. This function is used for, this is used for, let it be, for removing, come on, removing first occurrence of what element? Specified element. First occurrence of specified element from which object? list object. Well, if the specified element is not found, if the specified element is not found, important, specified element not found in where? Not found in where? List, then we get good value error. Very nice. Now syntax I will write it. You have to remember this one. Separately I'm saying this because they will ask this type of questions in MCQs. This one, especially keep a special eye on this. Because in every example, I will cover the error, what it will come, whether you are observing or not. From the beginning, I'm covering that point. Syntax, if you remember it, list obj dot, come on, remove of value. Remove what? Value. So this remove function is removing the value based on what? Based on value. Remove function is removing based on what? Value. Please keep in mind based on value. Well, so this is an example is covered. Excellent. Next, I want to go for one more type of function. What is the next function I am going to? Pop of index. Another function I am taking. What is that function? Number 5. 5. Function is called what? Pop. Of what? Index. This is removing based on what? Value. Value. See, I can call you in two ways. One is called what? Number based I will call. Name based I will call. Name based is called what? Value based. Number based is called what? Index. Something like that. Go to the example. Try to take this example L2 students. Print L2. Now I want to remove not this 10. I want to remove this 10. Understand? What is the index of this first 10? 0, 1, 2 I want to remove. Shall I remove? Yes. Please tell me. Pop of 2. Pop of, very good. That pop function removing this value and returned also. Since you are passing the index, it is removed what is the value from there. You try to print that L2, between 10 and 30, there was no such a 10. I want to remove the last 10. Last 10 I want to remove. How can I remove last 10? Use your knowledge, boss. Minus 1. I can remove. Yes. Print what? Again L2. It is printed. Last 10 was not there. Last 10 was not there. Are you able to follow? Yeah. I'm asking one direct question. I'm saying here my 1 I'm passing. What is removed? Sorry. 1 I will pass it. What is removed? 20 removed. Now I am passing 11. Don't say suddenly. If you answer my question suddenly, that is a blunder. Why are you saying suddenly, so suddenly? What is that interest? 11 means what? It is a SAR said that it is an index. 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index. Why are you saying so quickly like that? What is that interest? 11 is there. Do you have 11 index here? So what is that I told? Index. Don't practice that wrong answers giving. You will habituate in the interview also like that. When do you start thinking about that? Improve your thinking skills. What is an error now? See that index error. Don't try to answer wrong. When I ask a question, just to take 2 seconds, think of it and try to answer. Habituate to think properly. Don't give direct answers. Come on. Students in the online, are you getting this? Are you getting this? Fine. Try to go to this place and I will take this answer now. Let's move to the further. Don't say direct answers. Take care by yourself. So now I'm going to take examples. And I forget to answer one more question. 2 questions I'll ask you. One is that. Now, this is used for removing the elements from where? List. Elements from where? List. Based on what? Index. The index can be either positive or what? Negative. Next I'm writing, if the index is invalid, if the index is valid, I will say. If the index is valid, then the corresponding element removed from list and returned. Returned means what? Shown. It is shown. What you observed, you need to take. If the index is invalid, then we get index error. These are all important. If the index is what, ma? Invalid, then we get index error. Index error. Are you okay? Index error. This is example related to this now. Well, coming to the point back, and I shown you different type of things. Last one is very much interested in this case. Fine. So index error. Well, now I'm going to write it. One more example on this area. It's not only removing the numbers of students. Take one L1, which I was already made it ready with me. L1 is this example. Now I want to remove L1 dot, pop of what? 1. What is removed? Row sum. Excellent. I am saying something like 12. Now, first you check it out whether it is there or not. Whether it is removed or not, check once more. Check once. L1 you check it. Check it. Row sum was removed or not? Yes. Now L2 dot pop of 22. Yeah. Try to habituate. Try to think of it. Don't try to answer very speed. If speed is there, if it is correct, means I will be happy. Very speed and go and hitting the wall means no use. So try to learn so smoothly and try to answer very correctly. Habituate to answer it first by thinking about the coding levels. So coming to the point, understand? Done. Now my question is, which I would like to ask you is, look at, this is one list. You know how to remove the data and all those things. L2 also I took it L2 also like this. And on this L2 and L1, we have applied both the remove functions as well as pop functions we applied. Okay, na? Right. My interest today is L3 is equal to L3 dot remove. Don't answer quickly, I am saying. 100. What is an answer? Don't take this much time again. Sir said take some time means not morning to evening. Huh? Very good. Very good. Value error. Okay, good. Don't say error. That is called error. Anybody says error means that is an error. Big error it is. Name of the error I want. What is that error? Okay. If anybody asks like this, if anybody asks remove of 0, what is an answer now? Remove of 0, what is an answer? Come on. 0 is a value, no? Is it present in this empty list? No, also called what? Yes, one more time. List of, remove of some 10. Again value error, because it is which list? Which list? Yes, take care by yourself. These are all called what? These two things I will take it. These are my regularly keeping the things in my class. Remove. I'll keep it here as a special examples here. Trying to remove directly with an empty list. Fine. And trying to remove with a list of removing something, trying to remove, keep a special eye on these last 3 parts. Okay, students. Well, go to the next part. I want to go for one more. See that dot pop of 0. Come on. Index error. There is no 0 also. Index error. Okay. Next, one more part. Dot list of dot pop of what? -1. Very good. Index error. Because no indexes at all. No indexes at all. So this also I just want to take care. In the pop function. In the pop. Yes. Under this I want to paste it. Yes, students. Look at that. Here I am going to write it. Here, index error. This is also called what? One index error. Now done. So pop of index is over. Okay, na? Next function I am going to take it. Pop off. Next function I am going to take it. Pop function. There is no index value, nothing is there. What is my function number, students? 6. 6. Let me take up these functions. Okay. Now I am going to say what is this pop function is. Very, very simple. Look at, students. I am going to say L1, L1, print of L1, print of L1 here. Yes, sir, done. As usual, it is printed. L1 dot pop. Whenever you say this pop function without any, neither value is there nor index is there, it removes last element. Last element, latest element, last element. That is called what? True. True. Now it is called true. Okay. Now print of what? Print L1. Now I am seeing L1 dot insert, 1 minute, insert of some 2 comma Python I am adding. Some 2 comma Python I am adding. Now print of L1. Print of L1. Now I am taking L1 dot pop again. Which one is removed? Which Python? Latest inserted or last inserted? Last inserted. Very good. Last inserted. Just to check it out that, check it out this is going to be something like this. Are you understanding? So there are 2 options are there. This statement removes the latest element and the last element. Last element will be removed. Understand? Well, now I will say L1 dot pop, L1 dot pop, L1 dot pop, L1 dot pop again. Printing now L1 dot pop. Right? Done. Well, empty. Now L1 dot pop. What is an answer? Come on. Very good. Who said value error? Raise the hands. Very good. Who said? No, fearing a lot. So many of them said, raise the hands. Girls. Wrong answer. Index error. Pop is always removing. Right. So see that answer, index error. So you understand my mindset very nicely, right? So raise the hand. Sir will say very good. I will raise the hand. Sir will say wrong answer means why this entire exercise. So try to participate in the questionnaire. So this is comes under what example? Pop off. So last one is an important for me. Always requirement of errors to qualify in industry, to qualify in MCQs level. Last one is important for getting this error part. When we call pop function on empty list, we are going to get which error? Index error, as usual. Let me start writing here what this function is. This function, this is used for removing last element of what? List. Very good. Next, this function, when we call this function, when I'm specifying, when we call this function upon empty list object, upon what? Empty list object, then we get index error. Which error? Index error. Well, syntax I will write it, students. Syntax is what? List obj dot, come on, pop. Syntax I will write it. Dot pop, I am writing, just pop I am writing. Well, this is about the pop function. Clear? Tell me, how many ways are there to remove the data from the list object? How many ways are there to remove the data from list object? What I said so far. Number 1, remove. Next is called what? Pop of index. Next is what? Right. So remove function removes based on value. Pop and pop of index will remove based on indexes. Now, index based removal is there, content based removal is there. Now I am talking one very important thing that is called a del operator. What is that? Del operator I am going to talk. Del is not a part of list. Del is one of the general operator that I can apply on any object. Any object I can apply. Please look at that. I am not going to, this is over. Next, I am not going to index. I am telling one note. Del operator I am explaining. General example that is. Coming to some example you take students. L1. Print of L1. Now I want to remove 45.56. How do you remove generally? Two ways are there. One is by using remove. One more is by using pop also. Now, today I will remove remove function, pop function removes only values. But del function is a flexible function of all the things can be covered with del only. Del operator, you need to take the list object of what? 2 I will say. What is L of 2? Generally will give you 45.56. What I am using means what? Removes that element. Which element is deleted? Right. Deleted. Print that L1 once again. It was removed. Well, now I want to remove row sum and Python at a time. Row sum and Python at a time. Neither remove can do, nor pop can do, nor pop off can do. Right or not? So these elements can do one value at a time. But I want to remove what? Range of values I want to remove. Slicing. Shall I? First of all, how do you get this element? You tell me. L1 of 1:3. 1 colon. You write before what? Del. What are you removing? 1:3. 1:3 means 1 to 3 minus 1. What is that? 0, 1. 3 minus 1 is? What are removing? Well, print that L1 students once again. It is removed or not? Yes. Well, now I want to remove complete object. When I say clear function is doing what? Removing all the values. But object is existing. Whenever I clear, what is the length of the object of length of the object of list? 0. Now I can remove the total object itself. Del L1. No more L1 exists. When I say clear of, pop off, remove of, continuously calling, elements only removing, but still object is remaining. But sometimes I want to remove the total object. Whenever I remove the total object, whose memory space which is occupied by L1, collected by whom? Garbage collector. Sometimes I am no longer interested to maintain the object memory space. No longer interested to maintain the object memory space. That time I have to go for which operator? So how many del removals are there in Python? Number 1, clear. Clear will remove all the elements, but object remains as it is. Correct or not? Pop off index, removing based on indexing. Pop off, last elements will be removed. Remove will remove the value by value. So last it is going to lead to everything is empty. When empty is there, nothing is going to be removing. I want to remove the object also. Clear cannot do, remove cannot do, pop cannot do, pop off index also cannot do. But who will do? So when I deleted L1, do you have L1 now? Print L1 student, you will get an error, name error, because it was not there now. L1 is not defined. Did you understand about del operator? Tell students, what is the purpose of del operator, ma? The operator del is used for removing the elements, removing option A, because this is very important in my programming. Based on what? Indexing. What is the syntax, please? Come on. Object of what? Index. First thing. Second one is based on what? Slicing. Based on what? What is the syntax, please? I will write del of. Right or not? Del of obj of what? Begin colon what? End. Colon what? Step. If you want step also. Two elements I want to. Second element, fourth element, sixth element. Or first element, third element, like that. Whatever you want, you can remove. Total object. Complete object want to remove. Complete object. Complete object you want to remove. I can say what? Del of what? Obj. Del of obj. Is it clear? Well, coming to the example. These are very important. If you forget again, I am not going to repeat. Why I am saying now only? Because these are all very important in my programming. Complete programming require this entire data structures concept. So I'll go to this place, be careful and try to remember all those stuff. I will take this, I'll place it as an example section here. Okay, here I will write it. So I'm saying here separately, I'm adjusting my data to make you to understand. Deleted based on indexing. Next, deleted based on slicing. Slicing based removal. I'm writing clearly index based removal. Index based removal. Next is called what? Slicing based removal. Slicing based removal. Slicing based removal. Next is called what? Complete object. Removing entire object. Entire object. Removing entire object. Once an object is removed and I am trying to print it by assuming that it was there, it was not there, it is an invalid variable, whose memory space was not there at all. How can you expect that that is there? It is a name error or not? Yes. So name error it is. So Ramya, please switch off your video, ma. Switch off your video. Ramya, switch off your video, please. Maybe somebody else. Yedukondalu, switch off your video. They want to see something is going on in the class. Offline class they want to see. Will they see? No, they can't see me also because my video is also on. My video is also on. So my video is also on. Here you see. Start video. My video is also on. Off. So don't switch on your videos. Try to listen only voice. So del operator. Next, clear? How many removals are there? One is clear. Remove. Pop of index. Del. Don't forget. Whenever I ask any question, you must able to understand. Next is called what? Index. Index of. Next index of I will go for it. Seventh one I am going to. Seventh one is called what? Index of. Well, now I am going to introduce index. I am going to say, look at this. Sometimes I want to rebuild my object L1. I want to find the index of 45.67. 45.67. Shall we write? Tell me. What is that now? L1 dot index of 45.67. Of course, there is no, you may say, sir, I can also find by seeing this index. Look at that. What happens? Is not in list. Okay. That is next is called what? 5, 6. What is an index? Is 2. Is 2. The more meaningful example I will try to carry. So L2 you bring it. L2 you bring it. This is my L2. Try to take L2. Now you say print L2. Print of L2. These are my elements. Now you say L2 dot index of what? 10. How many 10s are there? So many 10s are there. But 4 10s are there. Which index will come? First occurrence index will come. What is that index? First occurrence. What is the first occurrence? To get the other occurrences, we will use the looping statement. Repeatedly, we will find out whichever element is matching, whose index I will get it. I'm going to tell you a separate concept. Enumerate function is there. With that, I'm trying to capture the duplicate elements indexes. I'll explain that concept to you. So next, I'm going to introduce index. When I say 100, do you have 100 here? No 100 is there. That is called what? Value error. Value error. If I say 20, even though multiple 20s are there, first element index only will be coming. So I'm going to write it. This function obtains what? Index of first occurrence element. First occurrence of the specified element. Fine. Syntax. What is the syntax here? List obj dot index of what? Value. If the value does not exist, what happens? Then we get which error? Well, keep it. Now it's very simple. Nothing is difficult. Get this thing and try to paste it. Examples. Now I'm going to say done. So L2 and this last one is error. Index, that is called value error. Fine. So this is about which function? Index function. Easy. Next function I want to go for what? Count function. Well, this is also very important function. Eighth function, count function. Look at students. What this count function will do? Much useful function this is. I say L2, print of L2 dot count of 10. The name itself says counting number of occurrences of 10. How many number of occurrences of 10 are there in L2? 4. I say 20. How many times? 3 times. 30. How many times? 1 time. 300. Huh? Apply this. Come on, good. Somebody is saying. Raise the hand. Not raising. Correct answer, that is. Correct answer. 0 is a correct answer. 300 is there, huh? No 300. You are not convincing with me. 0. 300 is not there. Not there means it is not searching. It is just finding how many times it is there. 0 times it is there. Because you are fixed in your mind value error. So try to say 300 is there. Huh? How many times it is there? 0 times. It is the most useful to me. Suppose I will take one example. What is that? I will accept a line of text. In that I want to count how many number of times A is available. How many times of time the letter A is available. How many times the letter B is available. How many times the letter C is available. How do you find? By using count of. I'll tell you so many number of these examples will come into the picture. Right? Take care about that. Now I'm going to come to the point back. I'm going to write like this. Now I'll ask one question after that. This function find number of occurrences of a particular element. Well, now syntax is what? List object dot what? Count of value. If the value does not exist, count function gives. Yes. Then count function gives. There I will remove. Then count function. Then this function gives. What? 0. Very important. So this is called count function and then corresponding examples. So I am interested to ask one question. Ready to answer wrong? Ready to answer wrong? Right. Students in online up to here, are you following? Are you following up to here? Yes. Come on to the point back. Now ready to answer wrong. List dot count of 0. List dot count of 0. Somebody saying 1. 1? Wrong answer. 0 is what value? Is it present in list of? Is it? No. Why I used 0? To confuse you, I asked this. Is this value present in this empty list? No. So how many elements are there in this list? 0 elements. Is there any such 0 in this list? No. What is the answer? 0. Understand? Okay. Now I am asking one more question. One more question. Now you will answer compulsory wrong. 10, 0 of count of 0. Come on. Very good. What is this list of? Is a function, na? This is called what? List. Taken as what? List. What is this? Count 0 value. Count 0 value inside of this 1020 or 10, 10, 0 or not? How many? Right. Now I am writing. Now I am writing 10. Okay. 100. Very good. So take care about this example. Important. So I will paste these answers. Something different. So why I am asking these different questions is just I want to make you to think about some additional part of this. So by studying this type of things, your thinking power will increase. Am I correct? Let's move to the most important thing is called what? Copy. Very good. Copy. So I'm going to enter into which function now? 9th function. Fine. Good. So today, most of the students are very much excited to open their videos. Shall I remove them? Shall I remove them from the class? Huh? No? Okay, you want to have conference with them? They are disturbing unnecessarily. They are switch on the video. It is playing in middle of my class. So for you it is very good because what they are doing also you want to see. For me it is very difficult. How can I type it? Students, please I am requesting to everybody, don't switch on your videos ma. So it's my request. Come on to the point now. I want to go for this copy. There are basically copy function is available with us many of the occasions the entire Python program from the low level part of this course from this place to where until the end of the question, end of this topic, this will be continued. This will be continued. What concept is continued? Copy function. So let us move to the copy function importance now. As far as the, I will come back after 3 minutes or after 5 minutes. In Python programming, in the entire Python programming, we are going to have two types of copy techniques. Two types of copy techniques. Have you applied any time the copy techniques in examinations? Huh? Applied or not applied? Applied. Very good. So you copied only subheadings or total line to line alphabets and everything? Only subheadings copied. Very good. That is called which copy? Shallow copy. Which copy? Right. Your friend writing alphabets, prepositions, everything as it is copying. Line to line copy. Word to word copy. That is called what? So we should not tell this example in interviews. So practically we need to explain. So just to connect to me quickly, I am just giving that example. Right. Look at students. Look at. When I say general example, it doesn't mean that you need to memorize your sweet memories of your academics. So when I applied, whose paper I have seen or to whom I have shown it, don't go for that. I'm trying to connect to my subject. In Python programming, we have two types of copy techniques or copy mechanisms. Look at copy techniques. They are number one is called what? Shallow copy. Shallow copy. I will write the properties of shallow copy. Number two is called what? Deep copy. So important. Number one, I will talk shallow copy. Shallow copy. What is the shallow copy? In every language, this is a concept. Even in C language also, this is a concept. Even in C language also, this is a concept. I am writing now. What is a shallow copy? Very, very simple, sir. See. In shallow copy process, I am saying, in shallow process, the following points will satisfy. The following points, I don't want to write like a text, I want to write like an algorithmic points. The following points will satisfy. What is the first point, sir? First point, to copy, two things are required, compulsory, right? One source is required, one destination is required. In the shallow copy, the initial content of both the objects are same. First point, that beginning initial content of both the objects are same. That means when I copy the content of one object into another object, first time both the objects are same. Second point, totally three properties are there. Second point, the objects, both the objects, I am writing, both the objects which are containing the same content, both the objects contains what address? Different address. Both the objects contains different address. Contains different memory address. Different memory address. How can I get the memory address? By using which function? ID function. I will show you that next. So beginning you copied. Content is same. If I find the address of both the objects, they contains different address. But both of them are same, different address. When I modify in one object, is it reflected to another object? Come on. Beginning, all of them are learning same Python. In my class, all of them are receiving the same subject. After going to home, one student is not reading at all, another student is reading 4 hours. Either 4 hours reading content is reflected to non-reading student. That means initial content is same. Then later, the modifications will not be reflected because of which address? Different memory address. Now I am going to say modifications on both the objects are independent. That means modifications are not reflected. Modifications are not reflected to each other. Why they are not reflecting to each other? Because whose memory is what? Different. Whose memory is different. Let me show you immediately. Sir, how to implement shallow copy? To implement means what? Bring into program. To implement which copy? Shallow copy. To implement shallow copy, we use in every part of the program 99.99%. In 1%, I am giving exception because that 1% also I will show you. Wherever you are getting the copy function, that copy function is called what? Shallow copy. Fix. Even in NumPy and Pandas also, same to same. There another kind of copy will come. View function will come. View function will come. That you need not worry. Today you are a beginner. You try to understand. To implement the shallow copy, we use copy function. Sir, what is the syntax? Syntax is, what is this? Object 2 is equal to object 1 dot copy. What is the copy function is doing? Take the content of obj1 and keep it in where? obj2. Keep the content of take the content of obj1 and kept in where? Address of obj1 and obj2 are what? Different. Well, sir, show immediately some examples, sir. Now I am going to show you the example here. Let us see the example section now. Example for it. Watch this now. All of you, go to this place. Now I am going to say, see students, L1 is equal to, I am taking 10 comma row sum, that's it. Only this data I am taking. Print L1 comma ID of what? Well, what is that ID here? 8496. That means a separate object is created with a memory space called what, this much, and this is an address of that. Now I am taking L2 is equal to L1 dot what? Copy. L1 dot copy. Where he is in flight or what? Bike is flight. He is in. So next tomorrow I will disable that video option. Disable, because if I want to disable, I have to off my meeting. So tomorrow I will disable that video option, because whenever they open it, you are laughing and my class is disturbing. And you people are enjoyable people and not seeing seriously them. And you are coming to the class to see their video, na? Huh? Is it? I'm talking seriously and you are seeing that. Listen, whoever see that video, I will ask the questions. Start. L1 dot copy. What is happening? Content of L1 copied into where? L2. Please look at, print what now? L2, comma. Very good. See that same address or different address? Very good. Same content or different content? Initial content is same. Initial content is same. Addresses are different. Correct? Shall I do modification? Append the data to L1. Insert the data to L2. Insert. Come on, append the data to L1. Come on, guys. L1 dot append of Python. Of what? Okay. L2 dot insert of 1 comma Django. 1 comma Django. Okay. See that? I'm saying that print L1 star, print L1. I say L1, see sir, and print L2. See that it is modifications reflected or not reflected? L2 modifications not going to L1. L1 modifications are not coming to. Both of them are independent, I am saying. Did you understand this? Right. This address, same address only, and same address only. They are having in their memory space modification, but L1 modification not coming to L2. L2 not coming to. So if you understand me something like a, let me take my presenter here. Let me take my presenter once. So I'm going to give you the clarity on this area. Go to this place. Okay. Now coming to this area. Here what is happening? A separate memory space is created for what? L1. This is a separate memory space for L1. 10 and row sum is available with a data called what? 4896 is called XXX some data. L2 is going to contain same data in the beginning only. Same data in the beginning. Some Y. And what is the data here? 2064. Are you following? Now I'm going to add L1 dot append. Python is added here. And next is called what? Django is added here. Different addresses, modifications are independent. Did you understand, students? Yes. This is called which copy? Shallow copy. Very good. Shallow copy. Same type of, now you look at our kind of thing. Copy function in list. Which copy? Shallow copy. Go to another copy mechanism. I will explain here only, because 2 copies I said. Copy, same to same you copy once. Same to same you copy. Here I am going to say, see students carefully. I say here like this, going to take, which one now I am taking here? Deep copy I am taking. Which copy I am taking? Deep copy I am taking. Deep copy I am taking. In deep copy process, what is happening? the following points will satisfy. In deep copy also, first point is same. Second point is different. What is this? Same. Same. Both the objects contains what address? It doesn't mean that two memories are created. How many memories are created? One memory only created. Whenever I say L1 with what? 10 and RS, 10 and RS with the address called something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever I write a deep copy syntax, L2 also will point to the same address only. L1 also point to the same address. Even L3 also will point to the same address. Whatever modification I do with L1 and L2, L3, done in the same address only. Understand? Sir, how to implement this, sir? How to implement? Modifications on both the objects are dependent. Which one? And modifications are reflected to each other. Modifications are reflected to each other. Did you understand this point? Sir, how to implement this deep copy? I am writing to implement. Listen, to implement, I am saying to implement which copy? Deep copy, we use assignment operator. Assignment operator. Assignment operator, you already know. It is not at all a big deal. Daily we are using in the class. More about this operator, I will tell you in the operators part. We are going to come across assignment operator. Sir, what is the syntax? Syntax is very simple, student. Object 2 is equal to object 1. Object 1. What is the symbol is called? Assignment operator. What is happening? Address of obj1 kept into where? Not content is keeping. Address of obj1 keeping into where? Object 2. Copy function will copy content with a different address. Assignment will copy address. Let's go. Test it. Let's go. Come on. L1. Take beginning. Print. ID. Right? Fine. Next I will do what? L2. Not L1 dot copy. What I will do? What is this mechanism called? Deep copy. Deep copy with which operator? Assignment operator. Assignment operator. Well, L2 is equal to L1. Deep copy with assignment operator. Well, it's a comment. You know this. It's a comment or not? Yes, sir. Print L2. Print L2. You print L2. What address? Come on. Same address. That means two memory spaces or one memory space? How many objects are pointing? Two objects are pointing. Are you getting that imagination in your brain? How many objects are created? How many memory spaces? One memory space pointed by how many objects? Good. Modifications are independent or dependent? Reflected or not? Let's start. L1 dot what? Append of what? Something like Python. Say Python. Right, appended. Print both of them. Both of them you print. ID and L2 also you print. Both of them same. Modifications are reflected. Modifications are reflected. Modifications are reflected. Reflected or not? One more time through L2 you do it, students. Insert of something like 2 comma Django I will write it. I am writing that. See that. Print both the objects at a time. Print of L1 Django. L2 also you see both of them are same. At which address? Yes. Students in the online, are you able to understand, students? Is it able to be understandable? Very good. Coming to the point back here, this is comes under deep copy concept. Very good. Go to this place. I'm going to write the example for this. And one beautiful question I'm going to ask you, which you might not be seen, and you will get how confusion you will get, I don't know, but definitely there is a confusion for you. And you will definitely coming, that question was asked once, that's why we are asking that question in the class. So which here, deep copy with what operator? Yes, let me finish that. Let me finish this concept and I will move forward. Yeah, deep copy is over. How many types of copy techniques? Number one, deep copy. How can you decide it is a deep copy or shallow copy in our programming? Wherever there is a copy function is there, which is 99.99% I'm saying. What is that 1% in the entire Python programming? I'm telling in the class. Deep copy, which operator you will use? Assignment operator. Please go back to this. Now I'm going to write. This function is used for, now you are very easy to understand. This function is used for copying the content of one object into what? Another object. In the bracket implements which copy? Yes, implements a shallow copy. Implements a shallow copy. Did you understand this? Yeah. Implements a shallow copy. Sir, syntax. Syntax. Very simple. Since I am applying on list obj1 is obj2 is equal to list obj1 dot, yes, copy of list obj1 dot copy of. Okay, na? Well, now I am going to show you the example. Well, see students, I will take it. This example only I am going to use it. This example only I am going to use it. Because it is a shallow copy only. I'll use this. This is called which copy here? Shallow copy. Very frequently asked question this is. What is meant by copy mechanism? How many types of copy mechanisms are there? How do you implement it? Clear? So copy function is over. So next, I would like to ask a question. Is it clear up to here? Yes. Now try to face my question, all of you. Try to face my question. Very dangerous. Ready? Good. Let me take my old object. My object is this one. Yeah, this one I will take. See how dangerous it is. L1 of 1 colon 4. First of all, this one you understand. What is this? Slicing. That means row sum and okay. Where are you placing L2? Okay. Now careful. Is it shallow copy or deep copy? It is also one copy only, na? Now this is my question. What is this copy is? Satyavani saying, okay. All of them are saying, all girls are giving answer like anything. Deep copy, shallow copy, deep copy. Shiva Krishna, Rajul Gupta, Harsha, deep copy, shallow copy. Offline students are reading their messages, like WhatsApp messages. Outside you are doing that only. Inside also reading chat box, chat window. Say answer, girls. Ma? Very good. Deep copy, right? Fearing like anything. What operator I am using, ma? 1 minute, I am talking to girls. Which operator I am using? What copy it is? And then final answer, deep copy or shallow copy? Again, voice is low. Deep copy or shallow copy? Okay, wrong answer. That side, boys. Shallow copy or deep copy? Come on, answer it. Shallow or deep? Assignment operator is there. Deep or shallow? This side, boys. Something saying you are fearing. General intelligence. Come on. Huh? Deep copy. Very good. Raise hands. Deep copy. Overall together, all of you. Wrong answer. Why wrong? A small intelligence. Even a small kid also can understand. What is deep copy? As it is copied or not? As it is copied. But here I am copying as it is. Huh? I am taking a portion of it, a part of it. It is called what? So slicing based copy is always, first of all, this is called what? Slice based copy. Slice based. Very good. Print what? L1 comma L1 comma what? ID of L1. Okay. Next L2 comma ID of comma ID of what? L2. What is the answer? Same or different? So can't you understand such a small intelligence? Sorry is taking a part of it. How can I say that it is a deep copy? Because you are always looking for such as easy symbol called assignment, assignment, assignment. You said shallow copy. Okay. So if you say shallow copy, it is very good. Understand, ma? So if anybody asks tomorrow how many types of copy, actually 2 are there. But this question is coming very regularly. This is also one more copy which should be there in the brain. And don't tell 3 types of copies are there. Don't add your own Python. That will become Amirpet Python. So how many types of copy mechanisms? But this also keep in mind, I am going to copy this mechanism. So let us take this and try to keep it into this place. Where I will keep in this place, I will try to write it. Which based copy this is? Slice based copy is called what? Is called what? Shallow copy. Why shallow copy? It is called a portion of it. It is called portion of it. Can I ask one most dangerous question now? Right, sir. Permitted, huh? Yes. See, very dangerous questions. Now, colon, that's it. Answer it. Huh? Sure. Can I log the computer? 1 lakh rupees question this is. Can I log the computer? You want to lose that? You want to withdraw your playing or you want to continue? You want to continue? You will lose your money. No problem. Want to play? Take your money and enjoy. Buy laptop. No? Okay. What copy? Deep copy. Sure. Sure. Okay. Going wrong. See. Print. Watch. L1. L2. Bad luck. Give 1 lakh rupees. Out. You see, students, look at. Slice based copy will not change its behavior. Today, what you are understanding, sorry saying everything copied. Actually, slice based means what? It may copy all of them or some of them or many of them. Yes or no? When it copies some of them, it is definitely a portion of it I am selecting. If I take 100 values, 99 I may take, 98 I may take. When I am taking 97, 98, etc., a portion of it I am taking, na? When I take all also, it is also going to not to change its behavior all of a sudden. It will contain what? Slice based copy is always what copy only? I wrote clearly, slice based copy is called what? And you did not read that. You want to play the game with wrong answers. Understand? Right. This type of questions, these are the 2 questions which are there in the company called PayPal. It's a bigger company. These questions. To answer these questions, this much deep discussion when we are making, you can understand. I said in the beginning, every question which is coming in interview is our notes only, I said. Because if I cover these points, you will do like anything in interviews, provided if you read the notes. If you don't read the notes, you will be equal to other layman only. But it's my responsibility to keep everything in my class. That's why I am giving separate answers for you. Right. Bhavika, you said right, ma. Very good, ma. Good. Very good. I did not see, ma. Continue that. Right. That's what I'm saying. Samir Ranjan. I'm saying that only. Even though we are copying everything, you see the above one. Slice based copy will have the capacity to what? Some of them, more than, and all of them. When some of them is nothing but what? Portion of it. Which copy? When all of them also, it has its originality. Right or not? Yes. Come on to the point of it. Now here, continue. Next, reverse. Shall I continue the reverse? Yes. Now I am going for reverse. Easy. It is very easy for you. What is the function name? 10th I am going for. 10th function. What is the function name? Very good. Come on to the point back. Reverse I am going, students. Easy. Nothing is special about it. I will complete in 1 minute. Go. L1 you take it. Print of L1. Yes. I do. L1 dot. Tell me, what is the reverse? It rearranges the elements front to back, back to front. That is called what? A reverse. Print L1 at the same address. Rearranges the elements front to back, back to front. That is called reverse. Don't think much about it. Nothing is there inside. Come back to this. Now I am going to say, this function is used for obtaining what? Reverse of the elements. Of what? List. Now what is this? Front to back and back to front. That is called what? Reverse. Well, coming to the syntax. Students. List obj dot reverse of. Get that elements. Now see that examples. See, students. Now I am going to say answer is this. So elements are like this. Right? Yes, ma. Nil Gaur. So anyhow we learned, ma, it is a mutable, right or not? Mutable means same address, it is reversed or different address? Same address. Nil, I hope you are understanding. Nil, it is at the same address because it is in the mutable part. Mutable means same address. Okay. If you want, you can add that. No problem. If you understand that, it is universal implicit property. Okay. Let me ask one question. List of dot reverse of. Don't look at me. If you look at me here, nothing is written. Answer it. Zero will come. Answer, please. Huh? Akila wrong, ma. Akila wrong. Pranita. Okay. Pranita answer is reserved. Pranita is giving very good answers in my class. Right. Like that you need to give. Come on. I am going to press enter key. Shall I? Any output you want to say? Try to keep some output in your brain. Even if you don't say me, some output. Pressing enter key. Output. Empty. Is it coming empty? It is going to return none. How do you know the none, sir? Just to print off list like this. What is an output? None. What is none? It is a value of none type. It is the value of none type. 14th data type is there, none type. None type is not false. None type is not space. None type is not zero. None type is not empty. None type is none only. What is it? Will come across. Will come across. Nothing to worry. Bhavika, not null ma. None is not null. None is not null. None is none only. How it is done, I will show in the class. Nothing to worry. 14th data type I will talk. Okay, na? Right. So that you don't worry. Next, very powerful example I am going to give. Last one is called what? Sort. Sort I am going to talk. It's a very regularly coming requirement in the interview point of view. 11th function I am going to talk. Okay. Let's start. What do you mean by sorting? Arranging the elements in either in ascending order or in descending order is called what? Sorting. Very good. Now I am going to take to sort the elements. Listen my question. To sort the elements must be dash. It is a question to you. Elements must be what? Pranita. Okay. Integers, sir. Okay. Still, this is only 2% correct. Huh? Come on. Alphabets. Okay. Next. Integers. Integers they are saying. Alphabets they are saying. Strings. Oh, Prashant. Very good, ma. Prashant. Very good. Same data type. Same data type. And don't compromise. Sir, I said integers. I said alphabet. They are also same type, na? Don't think like that. So coming to the point of it, to sort the data must be, yes, L1 is equal to, please look at ma, 10, 3 and 2 and minus 4 and 15 and then 12 and then 56 and then 0 and then 34. This is my data. Print of L1, print of L1. I will say L1 dot what? Start off. L1 dot what? Sort off. L1 dot sort off. What will happen? In the same place, it will be putting the data in the sorted order. By default, in ascending order, it will come. See, students, print of what? L1. See that it is print. Print of what? L1. What is the data is coming? Of course, I should call only one time. The data coming in which order? Quickly. Ascending order. Okay, na? That ascending order, I am doing L1 dot what? Reverse. What is the data coming? Descending order. Are you getting? So, getting ascending and descending is difficult or easier? So, which elements I am taking? Homogeneous elements I am taking, integers. I sorted and then after getting into ascending order, I called what? Reverse. My dear students, I am sorting and I am applying reverse. Please observe one new thing. New thing in my class. Observe it. L1. Somebody is asking, sir, directly I want to print the data in descending order only. I don't want to apply what? Reverse. I say L1 dot sort of reverse is equal to true. Reverse is equal to true. It's a special case. L1 dot sort of is equal to true, sir. Say what? L1. What is that printed? Descending order. Understand? Very good. Please be rememberable because I want to prepare the syntax. Once again, I am asking. L1, huh? Yes. Come on. L1 dot sort of what I am writing here? False. False means what? Very good. Ascending order. Print of L1. Print of L1. What order? What is the syntax of sort? You tell me. Come on, guys. Syntax I am writing. Syntax I am writing. Come on, please. List object dot sort of reverse is equal to true or what? By default what? By default false. That's why it is coming in what? Yes. If you want to if you want intentionally in which order? Descending order, go for what? True. So I hope you understand that point, right? Last and final. See the L1. I am writing printing L1. I am not writing anything. What is the value inside of that braces? Reverse is equal to false. Reverse is equal to, see that, print L1. Print L1. Understand, ma? Once again I am giving print that L1. Write here what? Reverse is equal to what? False. Reverse is equal to what? So I am writing here false. Print of L1. Print of L1. That means without writing reverse is equal to false, which is as good as similar to what? Sort only. Now I am saying last and final. I am saying print L1, saying reverse is equal to what here? True. Reverse is equal to true. Say this print of L1. Print of L1. What is this? Descending order. Are you able to get my points? Right. Total information about the reverse. Come back. I'll write the discussion. This function is used for, I'll show alphabets also once. Used for sorting the data in either ascending order or descending order. Descending order. Now I am writing by default we get in, come on, we get in ascending order. Ascending order. Which order? Yes. Here I will write in this syntax. Here, when reverse is equal to what? True. Then we can get the elements of list in which order? Descending order. Descending order. If what is next? False. Oh, come on. False in the bracket. By default I am writing. We get in where? Which order? Yes. I hope you are understanding important syntax. So come to the point, back to this example. I hope from this place I'll show this complete meaning of it. Observe it. L1, I will adjust this input because important this is. Sort. By default in where? Ascending. Here what is the default value? Default value of what? Reverse is equal to what? Yes, false. And next is called what? Print of this one. Data is like this. Default value is called what? What is this something? Okay, this is one thing. This is one example. Okay. Next I am writing what? Also false. That is nothing but by default false. Even if we write or not writing, doesn't mean any difference. That's why I wrote by default. Are you getting? Not writing means it is as good as writing reverse is equal to false only. Understand? Okay. Now this is the data originally I am printing, saying what? Reverse is equal to true. Getting in which order? Descending order. Okay, students? Yes. This is about sort function. Go once. I say L1 is equal to, I am writing here something like Trump, something like Biden, something like something like this I am writing. So Rosam, something like I am writing Adam, like this. Don't ask who is this Adam. Right, print of what? L1. Done. Original data. Print the data in sorted order, please. L1 dot sort of. Come on. Reverse is equal to false. Is it necessary to write? Not necessary to write. Not necessary to write. Okay. False. False is nothing but which order? Come on, ma. Print L1, print of L1, print of L1. What is this, Adam? Just to get it into beginning, I just wrote. Is it understandable? Now, sir, print in descending order, sir. Come on. True. Whatever it is. You want to build again, you print it. You say sort is equal to print that L1. Say is equal to what? True, you say. True, you say. Print that L1 again. I get it in where? Come on. Alphabetical order, you know. That's called what? Solving alphabets with strings also. Another example on this part. Take care of this. Okay. So, yes, mark P. Always. Special symbols you want to sort. Special symbols you want to sort. Greater than, less than, hash. Which is a bigger, do you know? P solve. No, solve, na? P always. Huh? Do you know who is the special symbol? Hash, dollar. Which is the bigger, ma? So please don't get such type of doubts. It's my advice. Will you sort special symbols? Just think of it. Think of it. Will you get like that? Come on, what are you thinking? You never get in a life of sorting the special symbols. Never get in life. Right. So coming to the point of, you may ask a question, sir, write heterogeneous values. Heterogeneous values, if you write it, like if I write like this, go to the data like this, go to the data like this, going to take the data like this, print of L1, print of L1, right? Now L1 dot what? Sort, you will get an error. These two things cannot be compared. 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 Error will come. See that? Operator greater or lesser cannot be compared with str and what? Int. Not possible. Understand? This is the scenario related to what? Sort function. If you try to sort it out like this, you will get an error. You will get an error. This is an example I am giving. If anybody is thinking that sorting of heterogeneous values will take off this. Coming to this point back, it is an error. It is an error. So I hope almost you tired, it seems. Let me complete the last one. What is the last function? I say, which function this is? 12th function. 12th function I will take. Okay. Let us go to the place. I'll take like this. L1 is equal to 10, 20, 30. Yes, L2 is equal to RS. Some names I am taking. Something like DR, something like TS. Something I am taking. How many lists I have? 2. I want to extend the functionality of L1 from the L2. Simply, I want to add L2 to L1. I want to add L2 to L1. That's it. L1 dot extend of what? L2. L2 added L1. L1 added to L2. L2 is to L1. L2 elements are added to L1. Okay, print it now. First, before that, you print L1 and L2. You ensure it. L1. Next is called what? L2. Come on. L1 dot L1 to whom? L2 you want to add to L1? L1 you want to add to L2? L2 want to add L1. Okay, extend of what? L2. Say this. Print of what? L1. See that it is added or not? L2 you print it. It is containing the same 3 only. So it is nothing but adding one list elements to another list. So I can write this. This function is used for adding the content of one list object to another list object. Fine. Syntax, please. What is the syntax? List obj1 dot extend of L2, list obj2, list obj. Here list obj2 values are added to whom? Added to whom? List obj1, list obj1. Example I am going to show. Right, look at this example now. I'll take this and I'll paste this. Fine, understand? This is about total functions of what? List. See that. How much examples are? By seeing, I can say yesterday only, this is only list, it is finished. You only think that, okay, this is only list. If you go to interview, they will ask these questions. That's why whoever is visible to you outside Amirpet or any hostel, any Python student is there, try to ask these questions. Try to ask these questions, or let them, you face the questions from them. Try to have a debate with this, so that you will come to know what is the depth of the subject. When you face an interview, everything will be from our notes. That's why read well and come to the class. Without reading, if we come, even if I go to very deep of it, there is no meaning of coming to this place, right? So please take care of this, and I just send the information to the class now. Okay, so this entire functions today I will send to you, and read that and practice in today's, and tomorrow I am going to one more concept in this list. Inner list concept I will say first 20 minutes. What is the concept? Inner list. After that tuple 10 minutes, because we discuss completely about this. Tomorrow first half an hour list category will be over. Next we'll go for what? Tuple I will enter. Tuple also will be over first 10 half an hour, everything will be over. Set I will go. What is that? And that was tomorrow Saturday. And you are having very outside, so many works are there for you, because you are a software engineers, like that. So if anybody do like that, you will lose a lot of things. It's up to you. So tomorrow I am explaining set theory. You know set theory when Venn diagrams. Okay, you don't know, I will explain that. I'll explain. So don't miss, practice this. Thank you. Good night.